Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to BSGL Primetime. We are here as the Moose have just received their rings, and now they are ready to take on the Bison here in the season opener for both teams on premiere week of Season 3. So Lester Bates has got the ball as the Bison will start off with it. He's got Gilbert on him now. So he's working to the inside, pulls up about the free throw line, no good, and Farmer with a rebound. So Gilbert brings it the other way. Gives it off to Benningfield, who looks like he's won the starting point guard role over Shamie Mix for Season 3. He's going to go over to Banks. Banks gets the screen from Gilbert, goes back inside to Gilbert, who punches it home with the right hand. And the Moose lead 2-0 just like that. As the Bison definitely no slouch here on opening night. The Bison had the best record in the Western Conference last year. The Moose were tied for second and ended up with the 3 seed in the playoffs after losing the tiebreaker to the Royals. So two of the Western Conference's best here in opening week. As both teams had top 10 offenses and defenses, Gilbert poked it away from Towers as the Bison will retain possession, but less than 2 seconds on the shot clock. So it'll be difficult here for them to get up a quality shot as Strawberry will inbound. Bit cramped as he goes to Davis Reitzel in the corner, and it just rims out. As Farmer another rebound, he gives it up the court to Hanlon, who's pushing it. Now getting stopped by Fung. As Rakeem, a little spin move, headed back towards the free throw line. He's going to cross over inside, go to Gilbert, and Gilbert fouled by Towers. Looked like Towers might have had the block. They're going to call the foul, and Gilbert will head to the line for 2. First free throw for the finals MVP is up and good. Second one for Gilbert at the line, no doubt about it, as he knocks them both down. Let me know if you guys want to keep the green splash below their feet whenever they get greens on shots, or if you want me to just take that out entirely so it adds a little bit of suspense. As Farmer comes up with a steal on the entry pass, he gives it up to Gilbert, who is pushing the floor. He gets stopped by Fung and is forced to pick it up at the top of the key. So now here's Banks in the corner working on Davis Reitzel. He goes inside to Hanlon, who elevates for another Moose jam, and they lead 6-0. The Bison don't look like they know what hit them here in the first 2 minutes of action. So here's Bates trying to work on Banks. So now Bates driving right. So he's going to Gilbert. Crossing over, he's getting doubled now inside by Farmer, and Gilbert giving up a lot of height in there. He whips it back out to Towers. Now Davis Reitzel, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Going to have to fire the 3 over Benningfield, and another rebound for Farmer. Some very good defense being played by the Moose. They still have not given up a bucket as Gilbert right around Towers, got inside, missed the layup, and a rebound by the Bison as Fung pushes it the other way. Mid-range pull-up also rims out, and guess who's there to rebound it yet again? It is Farmer. Now Hanlon bringing it up. He's driving on Fung. He's going to get stopped by Fung, as now he's way back out near the Target Center logo. So he's getting a screen from Gilbert, now working on Towers, driving inside. Little sidestep pull-up is no good, and Davis Reitzel grabs the rebound. 2-on-1 fast break for the Bison. Pull-up from Davis Reitzel, no good, and Bates comes up with a rebound in traffic. So he goes up over Banks, no good yet again. The Moose, some excellent defense, as Banks gives it up to Gilbert, who is fouled by Strawberry. As that is the second foul on the Bison already. As it'll be interesting to see what happens once the benches come in, because the Bison's bench might be the best in the league, especially after they acquired Zogado. So they'll have him and Leto both as their little twin towers. And they have a Hearn, who's a very good scorer, as that one's stripped away by Fung. Rakeem got a little too fancy with the dribbles, and that one's taken away. So now Bates getting a screen from Strawberry, working right, drives inside, throws the lob to Strawberry. So he punches it down over Farmer, a very good pass. And that's the Bison's first bucket of the season, and it took them almost half a quarter to get it in. Now here is Benningfield's screen from Gilbert. Goes inside to Hanlon, who got around Lou Fung on a cut, and he's got his second jam of the night, as they have only shot 5 times, made 3 of them, and they lead by 6 here early. Here's Bates working on Banks yet again. It's interesting that they have the 6'10 Banks. Might not be the fastest guarding Bates, but they definitely want to prevent him from scoring as much as he does. As it worked out there, they get yet another stop, and now Benningfield looking around for something as some subs are looking to check in, as Banks inside, another slam for the Moose. as Bates didn't stand a chance in their banks. As we all know, can fly, and he showed it off there as he got way up for the jam. As this one is getting out of hand quickly, already an 8-point lead. The Bison have looked horrible offensively. So here's Davis Reitzel driving inside against Benningfield. He's all the way down in the post. He's going to put it up with the right hand, and Farmer's right there to block it. Got to have better awareness there if you're Davis Reitzel. As Benningfield gives it up to Hanlon, who a little 2 steps from the 3-point line, flips it up from about 8 feet out, and it's good. A little bit of razzle-dazzle there from Hanlon. He's already got 6 as he's guarding Fung on the right side. Fung gives it up to Bates, top of the key. Pass fake and a jab step from Bates as he gets the screen from Towers. And now is guarded by Gilbert. He's driving left on him. Goes out to Davis Reitzel, who's got a good look at a 3, and it rims out again. Or off back iron. And Farmer another rebound. Now it's in Benningfield's hand. Benningfield going left, going to go inside to Gilbert. He's got the mismatch against Bates. He fires the fadeaway jumper, and it's good. From Cy Gilbert, the signature move is in yet again. And the Moose lead by 12. And the Bison very clearly need a timeout. With a minute 53 to go, it is 2-14. Some subs have checked in now for both teams. Farmer, the only starter left on the floor for the Moose. And then, what's his name? Davis Reitzel and Fung, the only 2 left in for the Bison. As Ahern, Zogato, and Leto will all check in, along with Mix, Love, Kellogg, and Holmes for the Mooses. Davis Reitzel has to fire yet another 3. That is very contested. That's his 4th 3-pointer of the game, and not one has fallen. All have been in some pretty heavy traffic, as now here's Holmes driving on Ahern. A little half spin, and now a full spin, fadeaway jumper, rims out, and Farmer gets the easy rebound over Lou Fung. Not a lot of height in there for Fung, especially against the much bigger Farmer. As now Jamie Mix trying to find something. Only 5 seconds on the clock. Now down to 3. Here is Holmes. He's going to fire a 3 in the face of Ahern. Way outside. Farmer inside, fighting for the rebound, and it ends up in Kellogg's hands, who puts it up. And the foul, it goes against Zagato, and Kellogg will have a chance to get 3 as he heads to the line. Zagato, of course, acquired by the Bison during the draft. They traded their pick away to the Sharks for Zagato. Now here is Davis Reitzel going over to Fung. As Fung spinning around, puts up a mid-range jumper, no good, and Farmer's probably got his 110th rebound of the night already. As now Holmes dribbling outside, goes to Kellogg, top of the key. Kellogg goes to the baseline to Farmer, or the free throw line to Farmer. And now out to Love, who gets a screen from Kellogg, driving left, gets doubled by Zagato. And he's got Leto and Zagato all over him. Goes to Holmes, who has to fire yet another 3, and this one falls for Holmes. As it is now 2-20 here with 30 seconds in the first. The Bison have only gotten 1 field goal to go. As now Fung working on Love, trying to find something here to get a little momentum going into the second quarter. He gets a screen, mid-range pull-up, and it rimmed out again. As the Moose will have a chance to hold for the last shot with just 10 seconds left. They still lead by 18. As now Love, 6 seconds, he's on the right wing, guarded by Fung, looking for Kellogg inside. He gets it in, who has the mismatch against Reitzel, puts up the fadeaway, and it rims out as Farmer got the rebound, but there's no time left. As our score is 2-20 going into the second quarter. You wouldn't think that. We are watching the 2 best teams in the Western Conference go head-to-head right now if you'd not watched last season, but we are, and it's not even close. Hopefully the Bison can score more than 2 points here in quarter number 2, or else this one might be a snooze fest. As Love is going to start with the ball, he gives it into Sneed, who has not played much last season, but he's going inside against Leto, and he looked very good there. Leto went for a steal, and Sneed went the other way, got on the inside of him, and laid it up and in easily as the Moose lead by 20. The champs look like champions right now, because they're looking like they're poised for a repeat here. 8 minutes into the second season, as Fung gets around Mix, puts it up, it is missed, but a foul goes against Mix, so Fung with a chance to get a couple at the line. His first free throw for Fung is missed. They can't hit anything right now, as Fung's second free throw is up, and that one falls, so now 3 points for the Bison. Maybe by the fourth quarter they'll make it to 5. So now here is Love. He's out on the right wing. Sneed looking to come over and set a screen. As he comes off of it, Leto has to catch up. He gets around Leto, goes inside, puts up a floater, and it's blocked away. As now Fung racing the other way. A little spin move goes to Davis Reitzel in the corner, who brings it in, goes up, is fouled by Kellogg, and misses the floater. A good block there from Carter to set up that break. Davis Reitzel now out the line, sporting the old school Converse. As his first one falls. Second one for Davis Reitzel is good. 5-22 is our score. So here is Shammy Mix going over to Rashawn Holmes. Holmes giving it up to Kellogg. Kellogg just dribbling at the top of the key, wasting some time. Not a whole lot of movement from the Moose as he finally drives left. Looking around, and he's going to be fouled by Davis Reitzel. Kellogg giving it into Sneed. Sneed in the corner. Got Leto on him. He drives into a double team and has to pick it up. As now Davis Reitzel leaves, and he gives it inside. As Holmes is going to fire yet another three. No good. Carter the rebound. Davis Reitzel had it, now gives it up to Leto. He gives it to Norval Ahern. Maybe a Six Man of the Year candidate as he throws it into Leto, who got a nice cut on Sneed, and he puts it up. Foul goes against Sneed. It will not count because he didn't make it. Leto's first free throw drops down through the bottom of the net. Looked very, very clean. His second one also falls for Leto, as OKC might hit double digits here in the second quarter. Now Holmes yet again working on Ahern, as it looks like they're isoing for him as he Euro step brought it in. And Ahern with a pretty hard foul. Now Holmes at the line. First free throw rims out. So not great free throw shooting from either team here so far. As Holmes knocks down the second one. And Ahern will bring it up for the Bison. They're still down 16 points and really have not looked good on either side of the ball. Now here's Fung working on Love. He's getting doubled by Sneed as he brings it way outside for Bates, who just checked into the game. Bates gets a screen from Carter, drives left, puts up a floater off the glass, and it's good. Bates has got his first bucket of season 3. You see, it's definitely their primary scoring option, and they're going to need him to do a little bit more if they want to get back in this game. As now Holmes is driving on Bates, going to whip it out to Kellogg. Kellogg goes behind the back, maybe trying to get around Carter. Now stops, gives it to Mix over on the left wing. Mix guarded by Fung, looks around as he's going to drive left away from the Kellogg screen, and Kellogg puts it up in the face of Fung and Carter. That didn't look like it had a chance, and it somehow sneaks through and into the goal. Because I don't know how in the world he got that thing even up, let alone in. So here's Fung posted up on Love. He's going to spin around, put up the jumper, still no good. As Love flies the other way, little half spin, brings it out behind the back, all sorts of moves, gets around to Ahern, and Fung meets him inside. He goes reverse, high off. He threw it up, way up there, and it bounced off each side of the rim and finally falls in. That didn't look like that didn't look like it has a chance, as it looks like the Moose simply cannot miss and the Bison simply cannot make, as there's Ahern getting going with a nice little runner in the lane. So he got found by Fung and hit the nice little hook shot. As now the Bison just down 16 and the Moose need a timeout. So here's Sneed to inbound for the Moose. He goes to Hanlon in the corner. Hanlon's going to bring it back out up to the top, and he's going to fire the three off of a screen. No good. Towers a rebound as he throws it way up court to Ahern. As Ahern driving, goes to Bates in the corner, who tries to get around Banks, and Banks stripped him. Banks now giving it to Gilbert, who comes the other way. Gilbert one-on-one with Towers, and that one's blocked away, but Gilbert gets it right back. He's going to try to go over Towers again, and that time with the righty hook shot, he got it. So Towers getting the block, but couldn't come up with the rebound, and Gilbert scores anyway. And it's back to an 18-point game. As now here's Lou Fung looking around. He's driving on Gilbert. Sees pump fakes in the mid-range, goes into Banks, and then falls away and knocks it down. 13-29 with less than 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Benningfield trying to get around Fung. At the top of the key as Fung is all over him. Goes to Banks, left side. The three from Banks is good. The Moose playing like champions. They look absolutely incredible. There's now Bates driving on Gilbert off the Towers screen. He's going to go to Ahern, top of the key. And now Towers posted up on Banks. As Towers goes inside to Ahern, who got a step on Hanlon, and Ahern hits a tough shot on the inside. So that's his second bucket, but his team's still getting doubled up by the Moose. As Hanlon going to bring it up for the Moose. He's looking around for Benningfield. Benningfield gets it, and now is doubled by a Hearn and Fung at the top of the key. He gets inside to Hanlon, and that one's easily blocked away by the bigger Strawberry. Didn't look like Hanlon had a chance as Hearn got some space in transition, and he's going to lay it up and in. He got around 3 guys there as nobody wanted to stop him. They were all at his sides, and he gets in for 2. As it's now a 15-point game. So here's Banks, top of the key. Going to get the Sneed screen as he comes off of it. Pump fakes in the mid-range. Goes over to Hanlon on the other wing, who's open for 3, and he buries it. Hanlon, a no-doubter right there, as he was a very, very consistently good shooter last season, hitting a lot of his 3s, and it's looking like that might carry into Season 3. There's now a Hearn, top of the key. He's just as good a shooter, and he knocks it down for the Bison. So a little bit of back and forth here in the second quarter, as it would be a good game if it wasn't a 20-point game after the first. The lead is just 15 now, as here's Benningfield working Fung into the mid-range. Now go over to Gilbert, who gets a screen from Banks. Gilbert working on Bates, puts up a little left-handed floater over Bates, just right over him, and it falls as Gilbert is scoring at will along with the rest of his team, and the Bison need yet another timeout. So now here's Towers inside out of the timeout. He's going to fire a jumper or a fadeaway over Hanlon, as they got that in, and they got the ball in, and he got it, the jumper to fall very, very quickly. As here's Banks, another 3, pretty open. He knocks it down. Him and Hanlon, a deadly 3-point combo. Definitely helped them get to that title last year. Sorry I didn't say much there at the beginning of that other play. They really got that ball in, and Towers got it in very quickly. Now Towers catching a lob from Bates. You could see it. You could see it coming way before it happened, as he throws down the reverse jam. But still, 16-point game, and the Moose can pretty well hold for the last shot here. Just a 1-second differential between shot and game clock. Here's Gilbert in the corner, guarded by the bigger Zagato. As Farmer thought about coming over to set the screen, but stops. Is now Hanlon. Other wing, 7 seconds left. He's getting a screen from Gilbert. Off of it, puts up the jumper, no good. Farmer comes up with the rebound. He's going to have to give it to Banks way outside and misses it. But the Moose, a very, very solid first half, and they go up 16 headed into the break. So into the second half, Moose will start with the ball. And we saw how well they could rebound during the finals, and it's showing again here tonight. They have 15 rebounds after the first half, and the Bison have just 7. As they also only have 7 assists, and the Moose have 12, make it 13. As Gilbert gets a great pass from Benningfield and finds an easy slam with nobody around right underneath the goal. 24-42 is our score. As Bates brings it up for the Moose, looking around, goes inside to Reitzel, who very easily flips it up with the left hand. That is a very rare defensive lapse there for the Moose. Now Benningfield will bring it up, getting stumped by Reitzel at half court. Finds his way around him now to the free throw line, goes over to Hanlon, who got a screen from Gilbert and was open on the outside. No good, and Bates, a good rebound with Gilbert and Farmer around him. As he's looking around, goes inside to Towers, who got open in transition. Gilbert was still behind with him, and nobody switched on to Towers, so he gets an easy jam. And that's 4 straight in a very short amount of time for the Bison. Now here's Benningfield working on Davis Reitzel yet again, as Fung is going to come out the double team, and that leaves Gilbert open in the corner, who passed up the jumper, gives it into Banks, who actually put it up double teamed. Farmer the rebound, and no good. But once again, the Moose with another second chance effort, and Farmer will head to the line for 2. I mean, he just has a man amongst boys in there on the offensive glass. Here's his ugly free throw form. First one falls. It looks like he's just chest passing it at the goal. Second one falls as well for Farmer. I think we're figuring out why he doesn't shoot many jumpers. Is now once again 16-point game. Moose were in total control on this first quarter, maybe a little bit in the second, but not anywhere near as much. Davis Reitzel gets a double from Strawberry, and Towers heads left. Little backstep fadeaway. No good. Or step back step. As now Gilbert has it against Davis Reitzel inside, puts up the lefty layup, and it actually rolled out, but Benningfield the rebound, and he got stripped on his way up by Bates, and now Fung, nobody going to catch him, way too fast. Punches home the jam on the other end, and it's an easy fast break point, or points there for the Bison. They could use a little more of those. So now Benningfield going left, going over to Banks, who actually shoots a long 2, and buries it. Joe Banks, I don't know that he's missed yet from the floor or from outside. Like I said, that one was not a three, but still very close as he puts it through the bottom of the net. Davis Reitzel open for three, and he can't hit anything from outside. I should say anything in general. Yeah, he's 1 of 9. Very, very poor game for Davis Reitzel as they continue to double Benningfield, and Gilbert makes the extra pass into Farmer, who was open for the dunk. What a play. Very good ball movement from the Moose, and they lead it by 18 yet again. Bates outside, tries to drive on Banks and throws a very poor lob to Strawberry. Their timing was way off. Easily taken away by Farmer. Is now Benningfield. Whoa. Benningfield crossing over. Bates throws up the mid-range jumper with the leg spread like Jordan. And he gets it to fall as now he's fouling Davis Reitzel as he brought it up. But it's back to a 20-point lead for the Moose. And this game has just gotten out of hand. Everything is falling here for the Moose. So if you remember last year, the Shift actually fell on their opening game at home after winning the title to the Apollos, I do believe. I'd have to go back and check, but I think that's who they lost to. As Davis Reitzel finally gets something to fall. He hits a corner in the three, a three in the corner, not a corner in the three. So now Love has it. He's working on Fung. He's going to get stopped right around the elbow. So he's had to pick up his dribble, goes to Mix outside. Mix getting dang near tripled as now Farmer goes inside against Strawberry, puts it up in the face of Leto and Strawberry, no good. And the rebound by Strawberry, and Gilbert takes it away. What a horrible, horrible pass from Strawberry. He got the rebound, was going to throw it out to his man, and basically hit Gilbert in the chest with it. What a horrible pass. As now Gilbert will head to the line after Strawberry fouled him on his layup attempt after he just basically had the ball thrown at him like it was dodgeball. I mean, that was not a professional type play. As Gilbert knocks down both free throws, and their lead is back up to 19. As I said, that free throw shooting was poor at one point in the game, but both teams only missed one. As the Moose are 8 of 9 and the Bison 5 of 6. So here's Carter outside going to Fung. Fung driving on Love, goobs it up to Davis Reitzel. As now Davis Reitzel getting going. He's got a couple makes here in the second half. So he hits the layup as Love now has it. Top of the key for the Moose. So he does the slowest spin move I've ever seen. He's got Fung on him, goes inside to Gilbert. He's working on Leto. Gilbert, a long fadeaway, no good. That one was dang near a three. As Bates, the rebound, goes up to Davis Reitzel, puts up the lefty layup. And Holmes was very, very close to putting that off the glass. But O.J. Davis Reitzel now with 11 points. He's now 4 of 12, which still isn't good, but it's a lot better than the 1 of 9 he was earlier. Now Mix inside, putting up a layup, no good, and Carter mosses him for the rebound. Is now Bates bringing it up the court. All sorts of dribble moves. Could have easily gotten around Holmes, but brings it back out as Holmes has gotten lost twice now. Maybe a switch is needed as they're going into Davis Reitzel yet again, and Kellogg forces the miss. Gets the rebound, and Love brings it the other way. As Love yet another spin move trying to get around Fung. It's not going to work. As Fung is all over him. As they're looking inside for Kellogg. Love not wanting to give it to him. Finally does. He's got the mismatch against Davis Reitzel, and he easily slips inside for the two. It hits a 17-point game still. The Bison just cannot crawl their way back into this game. As Carter, top of the key, goes to Davis Reitzel on the left wing. Davis Reitzel goes back to Bates, top of the key. Bates getting mauled by Holmes out there. He's going to get the screen from Carter as he comes off of it, puts up the floater with the right hand, no good. And Kellogg gets the rebound over Carter. Now Love bringing it the other way yet again, stopped by Fung yet again, goes to Holmes, who whips it into Gilbert. Love didn't see him, but Holmes does, and Gilbert punches it home. That's his 15th and 16th points, and the Bison need yet another timeout. So Gatto will inbound for the Bison as he gets it into Bates, drives in against Holmes, very easily gets around him, as Holmes has not looked very good defensively there against Bates, as he easily gets in there for two. Benningfield working on Reitzel. He's going right. Could have gotten around him maybe a couple times. Finally, spin moves, getting doubled by Bates. Finds Holmes inside wide open as he punches down an easy jam. As they continue to double Benningfield, forcing him to make plays. And he's not always made the right pass, but he's always, I don't think he's turned it over yet. as that was an easy play for him. As now here's a screen from Zagato on Davis Reitzel. He pulls up in the mid-range, and another one falls for Davis Reitzel, who has gotten going here in the second half, yeah, as the Bison actually shot 89% in the second quarter, but that 8% still looming large after the first, as they still trying to come back. As here's Love going out to Holmes. Holmes way over to Benningfield on the other side. He gets a screen from Sneed, and that one's taken away by Leto. Leto up to Ahern, as Holmes Love the only man to beat, and Love forces the miss. Kellogg comes over and gets the rebound, as Love now bringing it the other way, goes to Holmes in the corner. No good. Sneed gets the board, puts it up and in. Jontel Sneed playing some pretty quality minutes here for the Moose. I think those might be his first points, but he's gotten a couple boards and he's set some pretty good screens. As now the Bison can hold for the last shot here in quarter number 3. They still are down 19. Seems like they've been down 15 plus for the entire game. As Ahern, not a whole lot of time, 4 seconds left, screen from Leto. He's going to step back and fade away for 3, and it rimmed out, came around, and just flew off. As the Moose still in major control, and it's pretty much going to be garbage time the entire fourth quarter. Stay tuned. The Bison will start with the ball here in the fourth quarter as Ahern brings it up. Screen from Towers. He's getting stopped by Banks as he's now driving in. Puts it up off the glass, and how in the world did Norval Ahern get that one to fall? He Euro stepped in, brought it down, cradled it and everything, and then just threw it up. It almost looked like with both hands. And he gets it to fall. A great shot there from Ahern, is maybe just pure luck, as Banks. Oh, Banks. Joe Banks puts the crossover on Leto and hangs onto the rim, and the crowd loves it as they're off their feet as the champs lead by 19. Here's Ahern trying to work on Hanlon. He's isoing on the right side. He's alone in the corner as he drives back towards the middle on the left. Goes up with the right hand, but Kellogg was there to stop it as it does miss. Kellogg the rebound, and now Hanlon the other way as Leto's going to have to be forced to stop him. As Hanlon gets a screen from Kellogg, and now Ahern's got him. So maybe he should have just kept the mismatch that they had. As he drives inside now near the free throw line, still trying to get in. Pump fake, little jab step, whips it out to Kellogg with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Kellogg goes to Benningfield on the left wing, who drives right, throws up a floater, and it's no good. Towers now with the rebound. He's going to be the one to bring it up the floor for the Bison. He gets a screen from Leto and brings it left, gets around Sneed, puts up the layup with the left hand. And once again, there are the Bison, or the Moose, close to getting the off the glass block, but not quite. It's another Bison bucket. 45-62 with 5.5 to go. So here's Kellogg way outside, as now Hanlon has it guarded by Zagato. Hanlon gets the screen from Sneed, goes up inside, puts up another finger roll with the right hand, no good. Kellogg the rebound, no good. Sneed the rebound, puts it in. So a second chance effort not working for the Moose, but the third chance does fall for Sneed as they just continue to dominate the glass, even with 3 bigs in for the Bison. Here is Strawberry to inbound for the Bison. He gives it to Bates, who's guarded by Gilbert. Goes outside to Davis Reitzel, who's getting a screen from Strawberry. Now Strawberry has it on the fade as he drives, and Farmer gets turned around but still manages to stop him. So Strawberry getting tripled inside dang near, and Gilbert comes up with the block and rebound. Now he is bringing it the other way. Fung is in his path. He's going to drop it off to Farmer. The lob to Farmer is thrown down. You can pretty much throw it anywhere. At the backboard, he'll come down with it as the Moose up 21 points. It is laughable at this point, as maybe we'll get to see some of these guys that maybe won't play too much this season come in for both teams. As Strawberry has it on the right wing. Strawberry jab step, pulls a 3. Probably not going to pull too many of those if it's a close game, which it isn't, which is why he is. Banks the rebound, and he's got Bates guarding him on the other end. As Banks driving, gets a screen from Gilbert, now inside, goes up and blocked from behind by Bates. And of course, Cy Gilbert, offensive rebound, puts it up. Why wouldn't he? Fouled by Davis Reitzel, and he'll head to the line for the 3-point play. This would make it a 24-point game, and he knocks it through. It is 69-45. As the Bison have definitely done better than they did in the fourth quarter, in which they scored 2 points. Davis Reitzel kind of just throwing up shots at this point. It is missed. Banks comes up with the ball after the Gilbert pass. He's fouled again. Maybe a frustration there from Bates, as he's pleading his case, but he definitely fouled him. And Banks will head to the line for 2. Banks' first free throw falls as he stumbles a little bit. And some scrubs have checked in for both teams. Here's Carter Iguodala going to Carmichael, who might be playing his first BSGL minutes as he's working, looking around. So he's got to find somebody. He finds Casalone into Carter now. That one's blocked away by Farmer. Good Lord. Sub him out. He should not still be in here blocking shots from guys that should probably be in the Euro League. As after some looking, this is actually not Carmichael's first minute. This is his second, and it's not Carter Iguodala either. It is Admiral. So here is Hawk driving in. He's going to put it up, and he's fouled by Reuben Harper. So Carmichael with a chance to score his first BSGL points. He played for the Hustlers in year 1, and much like a lot of these guys, he did not play in year 2 for some unknown reason, but he is picked up here again yet in year 3 as he puts it up, and that is his first point. Congratulations, Hawk. I'm sure it's been a long road or whatever. Now Shammy Mix brings it up for the Moose. As Farmer is still in the game. I'm not really sure why they haven't taken him out. Maybe there's nobody else to play at the center spot. As here is Trey Daniels scoring his first BSGL points. He was taken 30th overall by the Moose in this year's draft. And this is his first time in the game, first minutes, and he gets a nice jumper to fall, as I couldn't remember his first name. Now here's old Hawk Carmichael again going into Casalone, and by God, what are you thinking, Casalone? That's probably why you don't play much, because he just threw it right at Farmer's fist as Leo Preston turns it over, and Joel Ayaye comes up with it. Now in the hands of Hawk Carmichael again. Another floater from Hawk, no good. And Carter the rebound, and his little layup is missed. It looked like he threw it into like the wedge between the rim and backboard. And the Moose have it yet again as Mix finds Farmer inside for a jam. As maybe Farmer just wants to feel like an MVP for a couple minutes, as that was a very easy slam as the Scrubs continue to play. As Leo Preston was taken 12th last year by the Moose, has not seen the court too much. Played a couple of the first games and played very good minutes, but just did not see the floor much in year 2. Maybe he can have did not see the floor in his last half of year 1. This is only his second year in the league. Got a little bit tongue-tied there. But the Bison get another bucket. So now Preston has it, and he's going to turn it over. No, he's not. Reuben Harper saved him, but he almost turned it over yet again. So now Mix has got to do something here against Carmichael at the end of the shot clock. He's going to step back for a long 3, and it rims out, and Casalone gets the rebound, and it's a 1-on-2 with Casalone and Carmichael up against Mix, and Preston stripped him from behind. Preston stripped him, gives it up to Daniels. With 1:40 left, let's see if any more of these guys can get some garbage time buckets. As here is Daniels going up again. Got around Ayaye, but a good recovery, and he forces the miss. As Joel Ayaye driving around Preston, now going over to Carmichael. Into the corner for Casalone, who's driving on Mix. Gets stopped, now just throws it up. A nice little use of his steps there as he gets inside and puts it up and in. And I'm going to assume those are Casalone's first points. They very well might not be, but I'm just going to assume that they are. It's now Farmer posting up Carter as the fans start their little clap as he's going to fire a mid-range fadeaway. Not what you see from Farmer very often, but it falls. And it's a 27-point game. Even the Moose's Scrubs are beating up on the Bison Scrubs. As I guess Farmer is in the game. As there's Carmichael, another bad shot. As that one's Leo Preston forced the miss. I couldn't figure out what I was trying to say there. Got the rebound and gave it up to Mix. As now Preston has it on the outside. Goes over to Daniels. Daniels goes behind the back, maybe trying to get around Casalone. As he's only got 4 seconds on the clock, though he's going to have to do something. As Casalone forces him to pick it up, he's going to go to Preston in the corner, and the 3-ball is off back iron and out. Casalone now running the break as he goes into Admiral Iguodala, who hits the layup over Daniels there. As Iguodala played some pretty big minutes in his first season, and it seems like they have steadily declined now into season 3 when he is in with the third unit. As here's Reuben Harper posting him up about the free throw line as the crowd continues to cheer on the champs. As Mix comes off the screen, mid-range pull-up over Carmichael. No good. Farmer the rebound, and they can just run out the clock now as Harper has it inside. No real reason to shoot, and he's going to turn it over in the last second of the game for some reason. Could have just held it, but instead is going to go ahead and put a turnover in his stat book. But the Moose, still a dominant victory nonetheless, a 25-point win. And obviously we play reduced quarters here since nobody wants to watch a full 12-minute game because that would take hours. But just a massacre from the Moose. Very, very, very good game. They looked great on both offense and defense. Farmer blocked a ton of shots. They forced a ton of turnovers, and they simply could not miss on offense. Into our box score, Cy Gilbert with 33 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 22 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists for Banks, as pretty much everybody on their team shot the ball really, really well. Hanlon 7 for 17, but still had 16 points and nothing else, just buckets for Hanlon. His Farmer had 5 blocks, 3 steals. Those are DPOY numbers there from Farmer. 2 steals for Banks, 2 steals, 2 blocks for Gilbert. Kellogg off the bench, only played 18 minutes and got a 12-point, 12-rebound double-double. Holmes with 12 off the bench as well. He had 2 assists. 10 and 3 for Sneed. Just 4 points, but 15 rebounds from the starting point guard Benningfield. As then Walter A. Love, 4 points, 5 assists. 4 points for the rookie Daniels in his opening game. As Leo Preston in his first game of year 2 had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, or 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. So some very good defensive chops there from Preston. So Reuben Harper grabbed 2 rebounds. But Shimmy Mix, 0 of 5, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Not the numbers you want to see from somebody fighting for the starting point guard position. But for the Bison, Davis Reitzel put up 23, 2, 2, and 2, but just 9 of 25 and 2 of 10 from outside. 20 points for Ahern, who shot the ball very well. I'm assuming he will be a very good scoring threat for them off the bench. I'm going to guess that he might be a most improved candidate. He put up 13 last year. I'm going to guess that he's going to put up over 15 this year. But just buckets for Ahern as well. Towers was actually 7 of 7 with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. But it pretty much goes downhill from here at just 8 points for Lu Feng. He was 3 of 10, but had 2 steals, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 12 assists for Bates. But he was 3 of 10 as well with 5 turnovers, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals for Cazalone. Maybe he needs to play more minutes. 4, 3, and 2 for Strawberry with 2 blocks. 2 turnovers as well. 4 for Iguodala. Just 3 and 2 for Leto. So he didn't even grab a single rebound, and he's 7'3" and played 19 minutes. I don't know how that happens. And Zagato didn't grab a single rebound either. He played 12 minutes, and he's 7'2". So they need some more effort. Yeah, I mean, Carter played 15 minutes and got 5. They just need some more effort out of the bench and obviously from the starters, but just a rough game overall for the Bison. But that is all the time I have for this BSGL Primetime video. So guys, if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see all of you guys next time. Bye-bye.